Hi guys, I'm Mama Bear to Many. I am mom to 15 children. My last baby, Azariah, is now 9 months old and he has trisomy 18. Yes, he has trisomy 18 and is 9 months old. Most children, they say, they say that I think it's like 80% of children don't last 2 weeks with his condition, but that's if people do not choose full code for their child. And for me, that's kind of sad. If you had a baby come out and needed heart surgery, would you give your baby heart surgery? So why should that be any different for a baby with trisomy 18? So, neurosurgery. I tried to film this video and then I didn't have enough space and then I lost the first part of the video and then there's a lot going on. So I think I'll tell you about his throwing up and then I'll tell you about how his neurosurgery went. Yeah. So he started a couple weeks ago throwing up. It's really weird, like first thing in the morning when he woke up, which is normally around, he'll usually like wake up early and then he'll go back to sleep until about 8. So 7:30, 8, something like that. So he had been waking up vomiting. And I don't know if you remember in my video where I'm talking about pulmonary mentioned that they were going to get a nebulizer to try to, with just saline in it, to try to like break up the secretions, because it was really just kind of stringy, like, but clear secretions. So they had mentioned that. Well, 3 weeks later, we still haven't received it, but good news, I got on them a bunch of times, had a bunch of other things going on, and it is in and it will be here next Friday. So originally that's what we thought. Then he started getting sick at nighttime around 8 o'clock. I'm like, what is going on? And that happened for probably like a week now. And so when I went to Neurosurge, I brought that up to them. I said, you know, this is just kind of weird. I don't know what's going on, yada, yada. So they did all their tests. Everything looks good from their perspective. Maybe I'll just tell you Neurosurge now. So the Neurosurge team had him come in. His head circumference is the same. His cognitive ability looks really good. His head circumference was the same, but they wanted to make sure that he wasn't draining too much where he was having these vomiting episodes. I'm sorry, I am so tired. So he had it's called a vent check, but it's like a mini MRI. It takes like 5 minutes. And they just see how much fluid's in their head. And so he had that done and everything looked great. So they decided to keep him in the same settings and everything. Absolutely wonderful, which was wonderful because after he had his ETV surgery, then it was kind of like, oh, it's getting bigger, it's whatever. And it was just like, oh no, like I was nervous about this appointment a little bit, like just making sure that everything was okay. So I feel really blessed that his head looks really good. So, that was Monday, was that appointment. And since then, he's been throwing up morning and night around 8 o'clock. Really weird. Now, he gets meds at 9 o'clock. So I'm like, I don't know. This is kind of weird. I brought it up to the nurse that comes and sees him once a week. She's going to see him for she said 2 more weeks. We're thinking about because his time's up for having that nurse sort of, but she said let me just monitor him for 2 more weeks so she can monitor his weight during this throw up thing. So she called GI and GI evaluated everything, talked to the gastro, there we go, talked to his actual doctor over there. And she said, oh, well, maybe it could be the formula. Now, that next day, no, the day before that, he threw up an hour before his afternoon meds. So this next day when she called, she's like, well, I don't really know what it is. Why don't you turn him back down to, he was at 33 mLs an hour for part of the day, and then 32 for the other part of the day. She said, turn him back to 32 and see how he does. So I said, okay, I'll do that. She's like, and we might need to change formula. I don't know. This is like a battle. This is like a battle between like doctors and being the mom, and yeah, it's difficult because it's like I don't really feel that it's his formula, because if it was his formula, he's been on like the same type of half breast milk, half goat's milk formula since a month before we left the hospital, or at least 3 weeks before we left the hospital. So he's been on like the same type of ratio the same time, the whole time. So I don't understand why all of a sudden that would like change. And why is it around his medication times? Like, why is it before his medication times, not like all throughout the day? I don't know. I have 2 appointments next week. I have one for the PAC team, which is the one managing his medications, and then the other one is for gastro again, video conferences or whatever. But it's just kind of discouraging, and it's hard knowing like in your head that like if your child doesn't gain weight, then they're probably going to want him back in the hospital, and if they can't figure out what's going on, they're going to want him in the hospital. And then just I don't know. Just the thoughts of like changing formulas and such is hard. Just because we had such a hard time in the hospital with it. And I don't understand the thoughts behind that. I feel like there's something else. Feel like there's something else that we're missing, because why would all of a sudden he be having an issue? So I'm hoping this coming week that those things will just figure themselves out. Anyway, good things. Early intervention came out with OT. The OT lady's so nice. She's really sweet. She's great with him too. She did really great with him. And so the social worker said to me, she's like, well, have you contacted WIC about getting his formula? And I was like, I said his formula's not covered, because normally the formula would be covered through the G-Tube supply company, but the goat's milk formula was not. So I was like, well, the goat's milk formula is not whatever. She said, no, call WIC. If it's not covered by WIC, then WIC can make it work through the insurance. So he has like 2 insurances. One is our health insurance through my husband's work, and then because of his complexities, he gets state insurance. And then if that wasn't available, then there's like Katie Beckett insurance, I guess. Just depending, because all of our income counts towards, like, all of myself, my husband, and like my children's who are over 18 income all counts towards like our family income, even though I don't take my kids' money. It just counts as family income. That's how it counts for our state. It's not like that in all states, but for our state, that's how it is. And that's like determination for main care, state health insurance, normally. So, but because of his medical complexities, then he is eligible for like a Katie Beckett type of main care or something like that. Yeah. She was trying to explain it all to me. I didn't understand everything, but so I contacted the WIC office, and they go through my husband's insurance to try to get the formula covered, because it's like through the WIC. I don't really understand all the ins and outs of it. So life happened, and Azariah started beeping off. That's another crazy, but it's for another day, I guess. I don't know. I'll tell you. So, came downstairs. My daughter already had it handled. It's because she knew what was going on, and yeah. So his sensor was going off, like if he was desatting, but the sticker thing that goes around his foot wasn't sticky because he had sent me like the DME company, they sent me like a roll of like these stickers. So there's a wire that goes to his foot, and then it has a sticker that rolls around his foot to give to the pulse oximeter thing that gives like his oxygen as well as his heart rate. So the stickers have like 100 in the roll, and he gave me a roll like last month, but he needs to have it whenever he is sleeping. So a lot of times he might have he'd have one overnight, and then like if he naps 2 times a day, which normally he might take like a cat nap, and then he'd like take a longer nap maybe, just depending on the day. So you're looking at 3 stickers a day times 30 days, you're 90 stickers. So I had said to him, and I didn't even realize like how long it had been. I'm like, I don't know, I surprised myself, but I think we used up all these things. He's like, how did you do that? Like, how'd you use all these stickers? Now, the little piece that has the wire that attaches to the other wire that has a sticker on it, I get 4 of those a month. So I'm allowed to change those once a week. So these are just like basically like band-aids that go around his foot. So I guess I'm gonna have to buy myself some he said that he's gonna get me some more, but I think for backup I need to figure out some other plan, because apparently I shouldn't be using so many stickers. I got something in my eye. I'm just thinking, if I say I have something in my eye, almost always somebody's like, yeah, your finger. Anyway, do you have any of those type of people at your house? So I guess this is his update for the week. He has been doing so good with PT and OT. They've been able to have him on his tummy a little bit, which depending on the day he enjoys. His trunk muscles are getting a little bit stronger. Everybody's always asking me about his eyes. He is going to be going to an eye doctor. Is he ever going to look straight? Is he ever going to do whatever? I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. It's not that I don't care, but I'm just like concentrating on like who he is right now. His head shape is odd. Yes. If he needed a helmet, then they would let us know that he needed a helmet. I'm just doing what we're supposed to do. Loving my baby. I'm okay with his imperfections. I'm okay with his hands. Yes, he has 2 hand braces. No, he's not supposed to wear them while he's awake. He's only supposed to wear them when he is asleep, because they want the flexion on it, because that will help develop his hands more than if he were sleeping. And even when he's sleeping, like if he has his hands in his mouth, no, that's more important. We put 1 on instead of 2. So that is how those things work for Azariah. I think that's it. I don't know. Hope you all have a blessed and wonderful day.
Did you have your first bath without crying? What a big boy. Big yawns. It was cozy, huh? He found the back of his head. You found your head, huh? Is it soft? Is it soft back there? What do you think?